We've been sold a powerful myth, the Hollywood fantasy where a man wins a woman's heart through relentless pursuit. The script dictates he must prove himself, shower her with constant attention, and endure endless tests until she finally realizes he's the one. This narrative is deeply ingrained, conditioning men from boyhood to believe chasing equals devotion and guarantees success. But real attraction operates differently. For women, the constant barrage of male validation, texts, compliments, social media engagement, invitations, often becomes mere background noise, an expected constant in their environment. It loses its impact precisely because it's freely given without requiring anything from her. When you participate in this pattern, pouring your energy into someone who offers little reciprocity, you become indistinguishable from the crowd. True emotional connection thrives not on saturation, but on curiosity, uncertainty, and the feeling that your presence is earned, not guaranteed. By consciously choosing not to chase, you disrupt this ingrained dynamic. This isn't playing games, it's an act of self-respect. You refuse to devalue your attention by giving it unconditionally to someone not meeting you halfway. This fundamental shift, valuing your own energy enough to withhold it when unreciprocated, is what makes you stand out. It signals you're not defined by her approval, planting a seed of intrigue far more potent than any amount of pursuit could ever cultivate. Your withdrawal creates immediate dissonance. Women exist in an ecosystem of abundant male attention, texts, likes, invitations, compliments flowing effortlessly. This validation operates as background noise, ever present yet rarely consciously examined. When you remove your energy from that stream, her first reaction is confusion. It manifests subtly, a passing thought like, he hasn't texted. Or noticing the unusual quiet where your presence used to be. This disruption is critical, it breaks the predictable rhythm she's conditioned to expect from men. Resist the urge to interpret this mild confusion as an invitation to resume chasing. Doing so resets the dynamic to her favor, wasting the opportunity. Instead, let silence linger. As days pass without your pursuit, confusion deepens into genuine curiosity. Why is he different? Her mind scrambles for explanations, often turning inward. Did I misread his interest? Was I dismissive? Did he lose attraction? This marks the pivotal psychological shift. She stops evaluating you and starts evaluating herself against your unspoken standards. Women instinctively seek validation from men they respect, and your disciplined absence broadcasts self-respect. It demonstrates your worth isn't anchored to her approval. Her curiosity becomes self-reflection. She wonders if she measures up to your perceived criteria. This involuntary self-assessment, triggered solely by your refusal to conform to the chase, lays the groundwork for authentic attraction rooted in respect, not obligation. Your silence forces her to assign value to what she might have taken for granted. Your absence forces a critical realization: while generic male attention is abundant and easily replaced, your specific energy is not. Women can readily access validation, compliments, messages, likes, from countless sources. Losing one admirer's focus barely registers when 10 others stand ready to fill the void. But losing your presence creates a different kind of scarcity. It's not about the volume of attention, it's about the unique emotional resonance you created during your interactions, the feeling she had when engaged with you. When you withdraw, she discovers a harsh truth: she can get attention anywhere, but she cannot replicate your attention anywhere. This irreplaceability transforms your validation from a common commodity into a rare resource. Its value spikes precisely because it's no longer freely available. Most men sustain her comfort by pouring constant attention into her regardless of reciprocity, preventing her from ever feeling this loss. Your refusal to do so triggers an emotional itch she cannot scratch, a craving for your specific approval, not just any man's. Her pride initially resists this craving, leading her to test you. A casual text, a vague comment, a social media poke, these are probes disguised as indifference, checking if she still holds power over you. Succumbing to these breadcrumbs by resuming full pursuit instantly devalues your attention and kills the tension. Holding firm, however, forces her to confront the scarcity you've created, making your validation something she must consciously earn rather than passively consume. This pivotal shift separates fleeting interest from genuine investment. Your sustained absence activates a powerful psychological engine, her imagination. Without direct contact to anchor her perception, her mind fills the void with speculation. Was he always this aloof? Is he seeing someone else? Did I overplay my hand? This mental churn isn't random, it's her brain's attempt to resolve uncertainty and restore emotional equilibrium. Each unanswered question deepens her investment, transforming casual interest into obsessive curiosity. She scrolls through your social media, dissects past conversations, even checks mutual connections for clues, all desperate attempts to decode your silence. This relentless mental activity transforms attraction into visceral longing. Crucially, the physiological symptoms sparked by this uncertainty, restlessness, distractedness, a heightened awareness of your digital footprint, closely mimic the sensations of romantic excitement, racing heart, fixation. Her subconscious misattributes these anxiety-driven feelings as proof of deepening desire. You become an emotional puzzle she must solve, elevating you from someone she liked to someone she can't understand. Simultaneously, she begins unconsciously comparing you to other men. Their predictable, readily available validation now feels cheap and unsatisfying. Their eagerness highlights your enigmatic restraint, their transparency underscores your compelling mystery. This contrast diminishes their appeal because they operate within familiar, controllable patterns, while you represent the thrill of the unknown. Her mind, craving resolution to the tension you've created, starts constructing elaborate fantasies about potential futures with you, not because you promised them, but because her own psyche needs a narrative to justify the emotional energy she's expending. Your silence doesn't push her away, it pulls her deeper into her own mind, where you become unforgettable. Her growing emotional investment inevitably sparks a behavioral shift. Subtle signals emerge first, liking old posts, commenting on stories, or crafting accidental encounters. These aren't coincidences, they're strategic probes to test if she still holds sway over your attention. Her pride wars with her curiosity, manifesting as seemingly casual outreach masking genuine need. Simultaneously, self-doubt intensifies. Questions like, was I not enough, or, does he find me interesting, plague her thoughts. This internal pressure is transformative, she moves from passive recipient to active seeker. Her initiative grows, starting conversations, finding reasons to be near you, lingering touches, prolonged eye contact, eager engagement in your words. This marks the critical transition, she's no longer waiting to be won, she's working to win you. Crucially, these early efforts are often bargaining chips, not commitment. Most men misinterpret increased attention as victory, flooding her with validation and instantly erasing the tension that drew her in. The disciplined man recognizes this stage as fragile. He doesn't reward breadcrumbs. Instead, he matches energy proportionally, responding warmly to genuine effort while maintaining his core boundary: reciprocity is non-negotiable. He lets her dip her toes, but waits for her to fully dive in, consistent pursuit, vulnerability, and tangible investment over time, before re-engaging deeply. If her effort remains superficial or inconsistent, he holds his ground. This patience forces a decisive outcome: either she escalates her pursuit, proving she values you beyond ego, or she fades, revealing her interest was always superficial. Both outcomes are victories. The first earns you a willing partner, the second exposes an unworthy one, saving you years of chasing shadows. Your silence becomes the ultimate filter for authenticity. The moment she actively pursues you, the greatest danger is complacency. Flooding her with attention now, texting constantly, prioritizing her over your purpose, abandoning boundaries, sabotages the very dynamic that drew her in. Her attraction wasn't sparked by your availability, it was ignited by your self-contained value and the thrilling tension of earning you. To sustain this, you must master emotional pacing. Reward genuine effort with warmth and presence, then subtly withdraw, not to punish, but to reignite her sense of scarcity. A meaningful compliment after silence holds far more weight than constant praise. This intermittent reinforcement keeps her investment high, transforming fleeting desire into enduring need. Crucially, never stop evolving. Her chase began because you represented a compelling mystery and challenge. Stagnation kills this. Continuously invest in your mission, physique, skills, and mindset. When she witnesses your relentless growth, it fuels her fear of losing relevance in your world. She must feel she's competing for a prize still rising in value, not one secured in gathering dust. Understand, her deepest connection isn't to you, it's to the heightened state you evoke, the blend of respect, uncertainty, and dopamine spikes when she earns your validation. Generic suitors offer predictable comfort, you offer exhilarating contrast. This makes you irreplaceable. By balancing genuine appreciation with unwavering self-focus, you become the man she fears losing, not because you begged, but because you demonstrated through action that your highest loyalty is to your own becoming, and she's privileged to share in that journey. That's true magnetism.